Welcome back to another video, you beautiful hosers, and today is a very special video, for me at least, because we are dipping into a game from my childhood. Now this game from my childhood, you may ask, what is it? Well, obviously you've seen it's in the title, but anyways, just let me take a minute to tell you exactly what it is. So anyways, as you can see, this is about the board game. Not the board game, the card game. I forgot, because they do have Dungeon Dice Monsters. But anyways, this is about Yu-Gi-Oh! The card game. And these are the three guys that were pretty much from my childhood, just like Ash and Pikachu were. But these guys are known as Kaiba, Yugi. Actually, this is Yami. Yami is technically Yugi. However, Yami is a pharaoh. And Joey Wheeler. Now, this is Wheeler. His main character was based about his sister, and Kaiba was more or less based about Power and his sibling. But Yami was about finding himself again and saving the world. However, that's not exactly what I'm here to talk about today. So, first of all, before I go and show my cards, I want to actually talk about the second thing that's in the title right now, which is, why is there no good Yu-Gi-Oh games anymore? I mean, we got the one from a couple of years ago. I mean, it was okay at best, but it doesn't have the same vibe that the DS games had, or even Duelist of the Rose did, back on the PlayStation 2. Now, the main reason why I think this is a thing is, A, Konami is making a lot of money, and I mean a lot of money, off of what they are already doing. Now, you may be asking what they're already doing. They actually have a game that's out right now for... I think you guys already know, but anyways, if you don't know, I'll tell you. It's out for mobile. Now, this mobile game, it has take a lot of grinding to get the cards you want, and certain cards aren't going to be in packs that you want. And overall, it's just a grind to find the card packs that you actually want, because a lot of them are actually unlockable through player progression. However, some of the other cards are locked behind paywalls, which I personally don't understand. But however, it's a free-to-play mobile game. You can pretty much play it, download it anywhere. I don't think you can get it on PC, so for now I'm just saying it's on mobile. It's called Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. If you're unaware of how to spell Yu-Gi-Oh!, just go back to the title, which is down below, or, you know, look at the description, or just go back in the video. But anyways, that is pretty much the main reason right now why we don't have a good one. I was expecting another one to drop on the Nintendo Switch, because most of their best portable ones are usually on Nintendo stuff. And I'm specifically looking at Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championships 2010. You know who you are, you monster. But anyways, that was one of my favorite games to play that was made. That and the Game Boy Advance games, because I really enjoyed them. I enjoyed the grinding, I enjoyed the fact that you could buy a lot of card packs, and it was overall just a great game to have fun in and then learn. Now, however, there's also a couple of other things going on with the tournaments that I want to mention of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments, is most of them have a lot of banned cards that make it into games. I'm not 100% sure if most games have the Kaiba settings. The Kaiba settings are the tournament settings that we use here in real life, and mostly in the games, compared to the Pegasus ones. Now, Pegasus rules is pretty much anything goes. Anybody can be summoned at any point in time. I believe there are a couple of cards in my deck right now that are probably under the Pegasus settings, because I don't think you can actually use them in tournament rules. However, essentially what I'm talking about is Pegasus rules was pretty much anything goes, any can be summoned at one point in time. You can summon more than one monster at any point in time. However, Kaiba is the official rules for Yu-Gi-Oh itself, so that's generally what the games base themselves off of. Now, the game we just got not that long ago on console was actually somewhat decent. It runs through the entire Yu-Gi-Oh anime history. Now, I actually am rewatching the older episodes, just realized how much I missed. However, there is also a lot of other things that need to be said about why we don't actually have an official game. Now, Konami's raking in a lot of money from the mobile market because people can take that anywhere they want. And then they put out a game that did rather poorly. So, essentially, right now, their priority is mobile and cards over everything else. Can't really blame them. You gotta do where the money is. But, anyways, that is pretty much the only reason why we do not have a new game right now. So, unfortunately, I don't think that was the news we wanted to hear as Yu-Gi-Oh fans, Pokemon fans, or Digimon fans about most of our stuff. However, that's just something we gotta live with at this point in time. They haven't made any statements that I'm aware of saying they're never going to make a console game. However, I think it's just going to be a while. So, now to do with the first part, this is actually the card collection that I have on me right now of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Just going to do a quick little rundown. And I don't think we're going to see the rest of my cards because I have no idea where they are and I'd have to find them. And that's not going to happen until I move from here. So, anyways, obviously I'm upstairs. I'm not downstairs where I originally was going to record this. But without further ado, let's get into the cards. This is the very first token card that I have ever had. And as you can see, it's rather shiny. This is Kaiba himself, his own token card. Now, Kaiba is one of the more mainstay characters of Yu-Gi-Oh! He's kind of like the Gary to the Ash of the anime world. And then we got this one here, Empress Judge, which coincidentally I had to go and find. Then we got this one. I'm not going to read off all the names because this video would take forever. So I'm just going to put it in front of the screen. There you go. And then next, level down. I don't know why my camera is not going for most of them. But to be honest, this is one of my most favorite cards, is actually Guilford. Just had to make sure that it wasn't splitting like I thought it was. I actually just got this card today, because I went and bought a few Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Now, the one thing I'm unsure about is what these are. I know they're for pendulum summonings, but I haven't watched that much of the newest anime to understand what exactly it is. I still have to catch up on One Piece, Naruto, and a bunch of other ones like Bleach and Fairy Tail of My Hero name. I can't pronounce its name. My Hero Academia. But yeah, you guys get the point. So we're just gonna go like this. At any point, if you want to read the actual card name, just pause the video because I'm gonna start going rather quickly. Ooh, wait, you can't actually read that one, I think. Okay, there you go. Yeah. I'm going to tilt the cards forward so that you can see that that's how most Yu-Gi-Oh cards are made, is to have the reflective writing on them. But I definitely had to start with the token card because it's the one card that I cannot use in a deck. So it's just the one thing that I wanted to show first. Because generally these videos take a long time to do and editing. So I'm just trying to run through this as fast as I can so I don't have to do a whole lot of that, because I don't have a whole lot of time today, even though it is my day off. I just got back home and it's like 4:30-ish right now. But this one is actually kind of an interesting card to me because of Okami. I was thinking of like the game that they just made, like the artistic one. Well, not really just made, it's been out forever, but you get what I'm saying. So I think this is a direct reference to that. But this card would be under Pegasus rules, to be honest. Because level 4 monsters can be summoned at any time. Everybody else you have to literally give up a card and special summon unless it says otherwise. A lot of my cards, you'll be looking at them and be like, geez, these guys suck. But that's the main point of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is to have fun with the cards. I just dropped it. Mother. Some of these cards I haven't actually taken a good look at, so I don't know what they all do. However, because it's been so long since I've collected Yu-Gi-Oh cards, or even looked at their abilities. So. Cybersaurus. I used to love that card as a kid. Now, if you see your favorite card in this deck, just let me know in the comments down below. What was your favorite card? Or what is your all-time favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card? Even if you don't actually have it. You know, I'm always reading comments, so. And I thought this was actually going to be a cool video to do, to be honest. Mainly because it's something that's close to home for me, to be honest. Because I absolutely love Yu-Gi-Oh! So, I'm a nerd. As you can see, we're literally getting like a couple of seconds here of still frame shots. Oops. Because this is a large pile and it's actually starting to get heavy. Yes, I will willingly admit I am weak right now. And I will also give you guys a little hint of my favorite card is actually not in this deck. If you think you know what my favorite card is, let me know in the comments down below. I will let you know one hint though. It is from the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX generation. Now, if you're unaware of that generation, that was the generation that was going around the anime back when I was in elementary school. Now, the final hint I will give is it is a fusion card of Neos. Now, this is one of my more powerful cards. It's not my most powerful, but it's definitely up there. I should actually start holding them a little bit better so you guys can actually see the pictures, as I'm kind of messing us over right now. And coincidentally, my favorite card is not in this deck because I don't know where my favorite card actually is. It's in a box someplace, and I don't know what box it's in. I actually forgot that I had Amazon Empress. I can't even summon the card because I don't even have the correct cards for it either, which kind of sucks. Because most of the summoning cards are really cool cards, but, you know, some of them, it's just, like, really hard to actually get off because some people will be aware that card's in your hand. They're like, no, I'm taking that out before you can summon. Then you're like, now I need to figure out another way to do this. I love that dog card. This is actually a card that was in the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! I believe it was either first or second season. But this is actually a card that Pegasus himself does use. But I don't quite remember if it was him himself that used it, because I think his main was Toon World. Pretty sure it was one of the card hunters, or eliminators rather, which technically is a card hunter, but they're not exactly hunting cards at that point in the season. Yeah, there's a lot of lore in these cards. If you ever want to learn more about the cards, strongly suggest you look up the card online, and then it'll tell you all the ways you can use it, how you can win duels with it. There's certain cards that you will never win duels with. Um, I have yet to hear of somebody winning a duel with Karibo. I'll admit it has been done, but I have yet to hear of a duel being won with one. At that point in time, I think somebody has to have no monsters on the field or trap cards, so somebody has to majorly give up a major faux pas on that one. Just kind of interesting because not a whole lot of pro Yu-Gi-Oh card players will actually mess up that badly, and I know a lot of them actually play the mobile versions. If this video sounds like I'm rambling, that's probably because I am. I'm trying to keep you guys entertained while the camera focuses in on the card. So I'm literally looking at you guys while you're looking at cards. So that's how cool of a guy I am. That card was actually sticky, that red gadget. Not gonna lie. Oh wait, this is Rising Energy. I believe it's a trap card. I forgot that the Dark Column was here. Because this entire deck has cards from Yugi himself, Kaiba, Pegasus, and a few other guys. I can't quite tell you the other guys' names because I coincidentally forgot. I don't think I have any cards from Bakura, but I do have a card from a certain guy that's supposed to be 5,000 years old. I'm not talking about Yami, I'm talking about somebody else. If you know who I'm talking about, let me know in the comments down below. Joey's favorite card. Oh, wait, no, that's Kaiba's favorite card. Never mind, I thought I read Red Eyes. My bad. Archfield's Oath. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's Proxy Dragon. Tornado Wall, which is actually a really clever card to have in your deck. These cards, I believe, are ritual summons, so you cannot summon them without either proper cards or proper summoning equipment, because some cards cannot be summoned without having certain cards already placed on the field. Most of them will tell you right away which cards you need. Other ones, however, will not be so forgiving. And a lot of people in the comments are probably going to be calling some of these cards fake. However, most of them are real because I just bought them. So I'm not sure what you guys classify as fake, but whatever. Because all throughout elementary school, people were going, "Oh, those cards are fake. Look at the tips." I'm like, yeah, but Yu-Gi-Oh cards from '96 weren't exactly squared tips all the time. Because a lot of people rallied their cards. But, no, it's kind of strange. We're pretty much almost done with the cards. This video is going to be over 20 minutes, just so you guys know. Now, for a strong example, one of these cards somebody would consider fake. The other one they would consider real. Now, like I said, they weren't exactly... You know what I said. I paused because I thought you guys wanted to fill in the blank, but if you did, congrats. If you didn't, it's rounded at the edge. It's not quite squared. But these are the main differences of the back of the card. A lot of people will call these ones fake. However, I don't see how they're fake. If you guys know how to identify that it's a fake card, let me know in the comments down below, because personally I'm confused about the entire thing. So I might need a little help getting it explained to me. But without further ado, we're gonna keep going through the cards. And I'm trying to lift my fingers so that you can see the cards a little better. I'm trying to keep my finger straight and it's not working because my finger wants to keep on bending. But a lot of these weaker cards that I haven't had for years. There's a lot of them that I have had for years, but a lot of these cards are from the new ones, the newer animes that I'm not used to, that have never watched. So I don't know what they all do. I'm trying to learn, but it's taking forever. Like, it's absurdly ridiculous how to learn most of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards and how to properly use them. This is one of my Egyptian gods. But anyways, most of these cards, like I said, I haven't had for years. They're from the newer series. Last series that I collected cards from was GX, which was ending right about when I hit grade 9, I think. Don't quote me on that because I don't know what year the cycle ended. Which, coincidentally, I should probably know, but I do not know. Instead, I'm trying to catch up on the animes to figure out all of the stuff that I've missed over the years, which is taking a long time. And here is another Egyptian god card, and there is the third and final one. However, no, I have never owned all the cards of Exodia, so if that's a comment, the answer is no. Because that is one of the things the cool kids had. I was not a cool kid. Oh, Yami's card. This is Joey's favorite card. I got it right this time. I didn't mess it up. I swear. Dark City. Oh, wait. Took another card with it.
Well, I can't get over there. You're
right there.
And this is your next food challenge?
No. I'm not doing a food challenge to my knowledge for a while, so I don't know.
Sure you are.
I was offered to do pig's feet. I am not doing pig's feet.
These aren't pig's feet. These are those funny chips we bought today.
Oh. Well, the answer is still no.
And you were with me.
Try to run through these cards as fast as I can so you guys can see the ones that I have. These cards are supposed to spell hero. I, at one point, had almost all of them, but this is the last card. Pot of Greed. Now, if you don't know what Pot of Greed is, it makes you draw 2 cards. It can be a blessing and a curse. But anyways, that's all of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards I have right now. And I also gave my explanation to why we haven't had a Yu-Gi-Oh game in forever that was decent. I'm pretty sure it's because of Konami's priorities. They have other games that they want to work on right now that are AAA titles. And not a whole lot of people actually want to buy a $400 machine just to play a card game. So, yeah, I kind of got that for them. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you're having a fantastic 2018. And if you're not, I hope it gets better for you sooner rather than later. Peace out, and I will see you all in the very next video. Or live stream, because you never know what I'm going to do next.